If you glitched out of reality, what would you do? In this video I'm going to tell you why you wouldn't survive the backrooms. Of course you wake up on level 0 with nothing but the clothes you have on. This level is approximately 600 million miles long and you cannot leave it unless you glitch out the level, and it will always glitch you to level 1. Your sanity will slowly decrease, you start lose what time is it, you start seeing this, you become hungry, you become thirsty. These are just one of many ways to go out when you are in the backrooms. You probably will start hearing other people on level 0 and go towards them. You are not hearing people, you are hearing entities, and you will die. Humans almost never run into each other on level 0, if not at all. You must find water, you must find food, no matter what they cost, even if it leads to eating your own skin and flesh. The endless buzzing coming from the unknown source will slowly make you go mad. Rooms like the same but are never identical to another, but at this point you can't tell, you don't know if there's ever going to end. You turn the corner and see a black creature, you can't make out what exactly it is, but you know it resembles a dog. It starts sprinting down the room towards you, you turn around and start running, you can hear it right behind you, your heart is pounding, you are running a distance you never thought you could run before. After running for what it feels like then forever, you collapse on the ground feeling like you are going to have a heart attack, your clothes dripping with sweat. After catching your breath you don't hear them anymore and you feel like you are in the clear. For now. You see a slightly darker wall than the others around it. It seems to be glitching out and roaches coming out of it. You approach the wall only to go through it and straight to level. You have been on level 1 for 2 hours now and nothing seems too much different apart from some minor changes. A few hours in and you're hearing sounds of people. You don't know if you are hearing things that aren't real or they actually are. Your anxiety is at its peak. Any small sound will have you checking your surroundings. Even your own mind is starting to make you scared. You hear people walking, you know that entities are everywhere and they can be tricking you, but what do you have to lose? Besides your life, you follow the sound of people walking and you come across a spaced out area with 15 people. They look at you, you look at them, they give you a glass of water. You haven't seen water since you got trapped here. You snatch the water out of their hands and chug it down only for it to have a weird taste. You ask them, "This isn't water, what is it?" They answer you saying it's almond water and it keeps you sane. You are confused, but you have been confused ever since you got here. They tell you that there are entities on this level and they are hostile. No shit, as you say in frustration. You start walking with them down the seemingly endless rooms only for everyone to stop in their tracks. You ask what is going on? As after you say that 10 entities run out of other rook attacking the people you were with. You make a run for it, running as fast as your legs can take you. You run after room after room after room. After a decent amount of running you have completely lost everyone and you are alone once again. "At least I have my almond water," you say in disappointment. 5 hours later you are walking as usual only to hear walking behind you. You turn around facing your bottle of almond water as if it were a weapon. You see this red fleshy humanoid looking at you, just smiling. You are frozen in fear, but it doesn't seem to be attacking. You think you are just seeing things and you get a sip of your almond water while keeping your eyes locked on it, as if you were staring down death itself. You start running and running only to stop 2 rooms later and see it still following you. You tell it to get, as if it were a dog you didn't want near your food. It just stands there looking, waiting, smiling. You stand your ground and make yourself look even bigger, but it has no effect. You turn around and walk around 40 rooms later to turn around for it to be gone. You sigh in relief and get another sip of almond water. A few rooms later you trip over something, you spill all of your almond water in the dirty carpet. You punch the ground in frustration, and look behind you to see a skinless corpse. You have seen some traumatizing things by now, so this is nothing too messed up. You check the corpse's pocket only to find a voice recording. You play.
"There is something following me when smiling that looks like it has the skin on the inside out. If anyone finds this voice recording, may God be with us all."
You drop the voice recorder only to remember a few hours ago something was following you that did the exact same thing. The moment after talking to yourself you hear footsteps behind you and you turn around in anger, saying to yourself, "I've been hunted, trapped, broken, attacked, and I have had enough. You see the same fleshy humanoid behind you only to scream at it and charge it head on. It also run towards you. You punch through its head in pure anger. The lifeless corpse of the body falls to the ground. You fall on your knees and scream at the top of your lungs in pure dominance and pain. You think back on how your life was so normal before. You worked as an average employee at your local Walmart. You look at your bloody hand. Now I have something to find for us, you say, looking at your bloody hand. You check your watch and the time is corrupted. You don't know how long it has been or where you are at all. You know is that you are in constant danger if you don't escape. At this point you are losing weight. You are going to die of starvation soon. You decide to eat your belly fat as it doesn't do any real damage, just eating fat. You see two dog-shaped creatures in another room. You have a choice of taking a different as they are not looking at you. You think too much of yourself and believe you can take them on just like the other entity. You punch the wall and the entities turn around to face you. You say to yourself, 2-on-1, do your worst. As the entities charge you, you charge right back and get slammed to the ground. The two dog-like entities get a hold of your legs and throw you around the room like a mad child with his toys. You yell in pain, and in that moment you realize you need to run for your life. You slowly get up while the entities make loud sounds showing how dominant they are. You look up, whole blood comes out your nose and say, of course you need two of them. You bring the little bit of strength you have left and land a hard blow right on one's face and get up and run. While holding your arm that is severely damaged and two broken ankle, but you push through. You stumble upon a campsite with nobody around and some almond water in the tents. You lay down in the tent and relax and say to yourself, well, found that almond water again. You do a slight laugh mixed with some pain from. You wake up in a pitch black hallway. Conveniently with a flashlight, you get up and notice your almond water is half drunken. That's weird, I haven't drunken any yet. You say. You look down a hallway and see a white smiling face and see it slowly but surely coming towards you. You ask yourself, should I fight this thing? I really don't have time for this nor strength, you say to yourself. You throw an empty bottle at it only for it to keep its eyes locked onto you. You don't know what due to. You can't determine its size due to it being in the pitch darkness. You turn around and run only to bump into another and you fall on the ground. A few days later another man stumbles across your almond water and picks it up. The almond water has your name on it with images of your family. That's it. Tell me why you think you would survive Backrooms or not. Let's get this to 5 likes for another like this. Peace.